it. But then someone said, do you realize how much reading there is? I said, you're right. Maybe I'll be a doctor. That's our little ongoing joke. Private. Any more questions?
Congratulations on your marriage.
Thank you.
I noticed how you have grown up, and the show has kind of grown from Star. I remember you on the weekends, and I remember you with Star, and I see you with Michael, Sean, and Envy. And do you ever worry about, like, saying the wrong thing again?
Always.
Yeah, because I know, Michael Sean, he's a funny guy.
He's the funniest.
You guys work really, really good together. Like, it's
Thank you.
Perfect together. So
I enjoy going to work because of them.
Do you ever worry about, like, maybe saying something,
All the time. We actually have a button that we press when one of us thinks we've gone too far.
Right.
It's like it's a dump button is what they call it. I call it our panic button.
Right.
And we censor each other now because after that tsunami song incident, all of our livelihoods were on the line. And so it's really a team, it's a family. Like, we made it through, thank God. But that was like one of the biggest mistakes that not only us but the company made. So even if the company might think that it's all right, we censor ourselves now.
Good. Because I don't want you guys to go into it. I'm very, very pleased. Like, one of my favorite interviews was with you and Melissa Morgan. That was like,
I love her.
That was like,
it was about a year ago.
Yeah,
she came up on my birthday. Her and I think Mickey Howard. Yeah.
That was a great interview.
And she brought her instruments in and her band, and she sung live on the radio. That was like the first time that.
So it was cool.
Thank you.
Very, very good.
Thank you.
6 Degrees of Separation. Melissa Morgan. I've been trying to remember her name. She and I grew up in the same neighborhood.
Okay.
I grew up in Corona, Queens. I think Melissa's her middle name. Her first name is Joyce.
Oh, never knew.
Yeah. She's been singing since she was in elementary school.
And she's still trying. Not trying, but she's still.
Oh no.
When I say trying, I mean like she's like has no children. She is so dedicated. And she'll tell you like, I'm gonna pop through. I'm going to. I can't afford to have any distractions in my life. So when I say she's still trying, she's still out there doing the plays and everything.
Now speaking of that, that's someone that you met along the way. In your book, in the earlier chapters, you mentioned about people you went to high school with. Now you are now a name. You're going to be syndicated. Tell me about some of the people you went to school with.
Changing Faces.
Some of them. High school.
Oh, Tashina Arnold.
Yes.
Yeah, Tashina Arnold. From I think of them as I forget sometimes what they do.
Right.
Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, and we used to like eat lunch together because her dad played on my mom's favorite soap opera. And I knew Victor Kiriakis, yes. And so I used to always ask what was going to happen on the next episode and then go and tell my mom.
Oh, definitely.
Who else?
Slick Rick?
Yes, Slick Rick. We went to high school together. He chased me my freshman year.
I do have a question. You mentioned in your book, and it's funny, anyone who's gone to elementary school, there's always that one or maybe two people who are the bullies of the school. Share your experience. Because you didn't let them bring you down. Is it who I thought? Okay, I won't talk about that. But the good thing I love about with Syracuse, in there you describe your freshman year, people you've met. You had some good people, and I was glad to see that your sister Audrey,
divert the attention over to her employment.
If you didn't know,
she's a
Ms.
producer
Jones'
from
sister,
The View. Yeah.
Audrey Jones. You had two older sisters who went to school, and that how they really encouraged her to go to Syracuse. I mean, I shouldn't say encourage you. I think,
Forced me.
Yeah. They were like, you're going to Syracuse.
And she did.
And you went.
And all my friends I knew would still be there after I graduated, and they forced you to go to class.
Oh, yeah. What I love about, I think you first put in for, what school was it?
Education. And I applied early decision because they said, in case you don't get in, because your grades aren't good, you have time to reapply. And I didn't get in, and then I reapplied and made a tape in my bedroom.
I was
Yes.
going to say, you made this tape, you snuck, and we didn't even know you made this tape.
I couldn't tell you
Really?
guys.
You sent it out, and then you got the results.
For her
back.
audition?
Yeah, we didn't even know.
And off of my rinky-dinky radio
Yeah.
in my room.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and I mailed it out, and my guidance counselor was saying, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. It's too late. They already know who's going to be their freshmen, and I
Yeah.
sent it out anyway.
And now you can tell them.
And it was the day the first space shuttle crashed.
Yeah, that flew out. Right, that blew
I
up.
remember that. There was a lot going on. The Challenger.
And what I love about it is that the way you you learned while in the School of Visual Performing Arts, classical music. You're classically trained.
Yeah, I learned that actually in high school.
High school, that's right. LaGuardia.
And yeah, I guess they enhanced it, but I never wanted to be a classical singer. I just needed to keep the music training going.
Right.
And that's all Syracuse offered, which was fine with me because being that I already had background in classical music, it freed up my time to do the little Alpha Phi Alpha parties and the
Oh yeah, you said.
Kappa fashion shows and things like that. Huh? Oh, no. All of them.
All of them.
All of them. Here we go.
Are there any Syracuse alums in your year who you are in contact with still to this day?
Nope. Actually, yeah, there are.
I mean, one.
Derek.
Oh, okay, DC.
I still
Derek
speak to
Coleman.
him, and Connie Orlando. You guys may not know her, but she produces like all the shows on BET.
Oh, you mentioned. Okay.
Yeah.
She went to Syracuse.
She went to Syracuse.
Whoa. I missed that one.
Who else? I can't remember. When I see them, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of us out there.
Yeah, you've worked with some known names in the hip hop world: Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick. Well, I'm not.
Pun, Big
yeah,
Pun,
yes.
and
Do you have any fond memories of Pun? Because he came in this world, he made a name for himself,
And
and we were like, yeah. And I think he was the first Latino to get a Grammy.
I don't know if he got a Grammy, but I know he was the first to sell the numbers he sold.
Yes.
And he used to come to my home for barbecues, and he'd just sit there, and he didn't like eating in front of people.
Oh, okay.
Because, of course, people always would look to see what he was eating. So he always was like the life of the party
Right.
with the jokes and the one-liners, and